Today we're diving into a hot topic, the northern Colorado real estate market amidst higher interest rates. So, is it a terrible time to buy a house in northern Colorado? Well, stick around because I'm here to tell you it's one of the best times to buy a house probably in the last 3 years, and I'll tell you why. Hello everyone, my name is Roger Kelley. I'm an employing level broker with the Kelley team at Neuhaus Real Estate. Welcome to our channel, Living in Northern Colorado, your go-to source for all things real estate in our beautiful area. Now, before we get into it, would you do me a favor? Would you click on like? Would you also subscribe? And then don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss any of the future episodes as they come out. We'd really appreciate that. Plus, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below, or you can reach us at our contact information right here. Now let's dive right in. For the first time in years, homes are lingering on the market due to an increase in interest rates. But here's the twist. Higher interest rates can actually work in your favor if you play your cards right. Well, how does that work? Well, as we've seen, with interest rates surging, many buyers have chosen to sit on the sidelines waiting out the market, hoping that interest rates would drop or prices of homes would drop. But that isn't and hasn't been the case, simply because the demand has been so high and the supply has been so tight. Now, contributing to that, many homeowners are unwilling or hesitant to sell. Well, why? Well, because 62% of them are sitting pretty with a 4% mortgage rate or lower, and they don't want to trade that lower mortgage rate for a higher one, and that has put a further squeeze on the housing inventory. Now, on the bright side, there are sellers out there who, because of life changes, have to sell. And because there are so many buyers who are on the sidelines, these sellers who have to sell are willing to negotiate not only on price, but also on terms. This is allowing savvy buyers the opportunity to get the home of their dreams for the price that they want without the fierce competition they've had to go through in the last few years. So are you a potential buyer who's chosen to sit on the sidelines maybe for the next year until rates come down? If so, then here's something you should think about. Homes are expected to appreciate on a very conservative level from 4 to 6% in northern Colorado over the next 12 months. This is precisely the reason why you should consider buying now instead of waiting for a year. And it's really all about just doing the math. Let's take, for example, a $500,000 home here in northern Colorado. With 10% down and a 30-year fixed at 7.25%, which is kind of today's rates, your expected payment, your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance would all be somewhere around the $3,900 a month mark, or around $47,000 for that first 12 months. So by comparison, if the interest rates today were at 5.25%, that same payment of $3,900 a month would actually be about $3,350, a difference of about $550 a month or $6,600 for that first 12 months. And this is precisely why many people are hesitant to get into the market. It just seems reasonable to wait until those interest rates drop to something a little bit more manageable. But here's the thing. Real estate is about wealth building through appreciation. So if we took just a very conservative 4% appreciation rate on that $500,000 home, over the next 12 months, that home is expected to appreciate $20,000. Plus, you're going to have some amortization benefits. That's when you pay you make your payment over the next 12 months, and every month, a little bit of that payment goes toward the principal of paying down the home. Figure about $4,000. So by the end of that 12 months, you are $24,000 ahead. Now, you are still paying almost $7,000 more because of the higher interest rates, but if you subtract that $7,000 from the $24,000 that you make through appreciation and amortization, you're still up $17,000 if you bought now instead of waited 12 months. But there's more that can be done in today's market. One of the things that we've seen in recent months is many sellers are willing to contribute to what is called a 2-1 buy down. A 2-1 buy down basically means that the seller contributes money to buy down the interest rate 2% the first year, 1% the second year for the buyer. So our proverbial $500,000 house at 7.25% interest with a $3,900 principal, interest, tax, and insurance payment would actually drop to 5.25% interest today, and that payment would be dropped to $3,350. Yes! And the best part of that is when rates finally do drop in the next 12 to 24 months, any money's left over in that escrow account that the seller contributed to, you can actually take that money out and use it to pay for the refinance of your loan at a lower rate that you experience in the next 12 to 24 months. So in summary, by buying now and taking advantage of the tools like a 2-1 buy down, you end up getting the home that you want at the price that you want at the interest rate that you need, and your payment ends up being what you would normally have to wait 12, if not 24 months to drop to that level. In addition to that, you gain from the home appreciation over the next 12 months or longer. That in our calculation ends up being $24,000 plus whatever the sellers contribute to the escrow account that's left over when you finally do refinance. But there's another compelling reason why now is really the time to buy. When interest rates go up, many buyers, perhaps like yourself, decide that they're going to sit out on the sidelines and wait for interest rates to come down. So there are not that many buyers out on the market. However, the converse also works. When interest rates drop, we're going to see a flood of buyers coming in off the market trying to take advantage of the lower rates. That's going to result in a buying frenzy. It's going to create pressure on the home prices to go up, and we're going to end up getting into bidding wars all over again. So now, when there are not many buyers in the market, now is the time to act and to secure the home that you want. So in conclusion, we hope you've seen through this discussion that now really is the best time to buy if you're serious about buying a home. Understanding market strategies and how it all works can really help you to get the home that you want at the price that you need for the payment that you need. If you want more information about buying in this market, especially in the Northern Colorado market, we encourage you to drop comments below, ask questions, or our contact information is right here. We're happy to take calls, emails, texts, and we'll do the very best we can to provide you with the information you need to deal with this challenging market. And if you found this video to be of benefit, we'd really appreciate you clicking on that like button, subscribing, and leave us any feedback in the comments below. Thanks for spending some of your time with us here today on Living in Northern Colorado. We look forward to seeing you again as we do our best to provide you some valuable insights into today's market.